What's up, guys? Johnny Con here, aka Not Such a Conqueror. So I experimented with one of the 50 names of Marduk last night. I put his sigil underneath my pillow. The name I experimented with was Barashakushu. Again, time and time again, whoever says that necronomicon, magic is bullshit or whatever, like some of the most intense shit. But anyways, the dreams that I had were pretty interesting. I put his sigil underneath my pillow, Barashakushu's. He's one of the 50 names of Marduk. And, I figured I'm going to be at home. Yesterday, I'm not going to go out and do my little Uber runs or whatever. And, a little disclaimer right away. Um, Anything with politics or whatever, I just don't give a shit right now. I'm just gonna state it as objectively as I can. But okay. Anyways, I had dreams of it looked like a hardware store maybe, like a hardware store, and there was like this older white man with a beard, and I think he had like two guns or whatever. And I kind of had the feeling like he was like obviously like pro MAGA or whatever, and I think it was all like he was very defensive for some reason. And I'm not saying he was like get out of my country or anything, but he was like very defensive or whatever. Kind of like he felt like he was in the right, and that's all I remember about that. But the next thing I remember was seeing like armed. I'm pretty sure they were MAGAs, armed up to the hilt, like fucking AR-15s, like a fucking parade of them, and all of them were like armed, and they were kind of like marching down the street or like parading or whatever. And that was pretty like wow. Like I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's prophetic in nature. I'm trying not to watch the news too much, or if I do, I like click off it like instantly or whatever. Um, like I just anything to do with like it's the same bullshit. People are just arguing like the same shit or whatever. Like you know, I just click off it like immediately. But I do have an idea of like what's going on. Third, I kind of had this dream. I was going up this spiral staircase, and the higher I was climbing, the more narrow it was becoming, and it became so narrow that it was like literally like no more than like a couple of inches wide, the staircase. And there was like a lady at the end of it saying that she couldn't go on or whatever. I don't know what ended up happening to her. But anyway, she's like out of the picture, and it's my turn to climb up the staircase. And it's weird because this staircase, like the steps are like farther apart, or there's like holes in them, and I can see like down. And I had the impression that if I was to like fall off the staircase, I would die or whatever, or be seriously injured. And it came to the point where I kind of had to like get down and kind of like crawl up the staircase, and it was almost like I was like stuck on a ledge or like stuck inside like a crevice. And I'm all like, oh shit, like I gotta be rescued off this motherfucker. And it's kind of like I was like stuck in a crevice up the staircase, but it was like if I climbed up a little bit more, I could like get out of there. But it was so awkward though, because I kind of couldn't. I was kind of like stuck there, and I was kind of like holding on for dear life. And like the floor below me, they were like, help is on the way or some shit. Kind of like help me get up there or whatever. And I'm all like, well, hurry the fuck up, because I'm about to like fall off this shit. And I could feel myself kind of like losing my grip, and like the people down below or whatever, it was like floors, I guess, on the staircase. They're like, don't worry, we got you. If you fall, we got you or whatever. And I'm like, huh. So I don't know what ended up happening in that dream. It kind of just changed to something else. It kind of changed to like real life or whatever. And I was talking to one of my family members about it. It happened to be like a white man or something, and I told him like so and so happened, and he kind of like brushed it off a little bit, but then he kind of started taking it seriously, and then I kind of like felt like one of my teeth kind of like falling out, and I took it out, and it's like I could see the inside of the tooth. It was like, it was weird, like rotting or something. So like I lost like a tooth in the dream or whatever. I'm like, shit. So you know, that's pretty interesting. I'm not sure if any of these are prophetic in nature, but when I tend to mess with the necronomicon current, it's kind of like a matter of life and death or something. Um, so that's weird. And this guy, he's supposed to be like the most like kindest guy in the book, but who knows? Maybe he was trying to tell me something, you know. So imagine if I experiment with the other names that aren't supposed to be too kind, the ones that are supposed to like, you know, kill the practitioner too. You know, that's crazy. But anyways, yeah, I just want to tell you guys that, you know, Necronomicon magic is pretty damn real, pretty damn intense. All right, so this is Johnny Khan, aka Nasa to Conquer. Thanks for checking out my video. Peace.